What's going on, Pokemon League Championship fans? I'm not even going to leave that music on because we need to figure out the audio levels. We'll get it taken care of eventually. You'll see. But welcome to week 9 of the Pokemon League Championship Season 10. Now, I am your host. My hat is crooked. Can't get the whatever. I am your host, Mura, aka the host, like I said the first time. With me today, I have my co-commentator, Speakman.
Hello.
It's good to have you back, sir, again, as usual. And we are getting into week 9.
I need to find out something to say when you introduce me so I don't sound like a fucking moron every time.
Yeah, there's like, I'm still trying to work on my catchphrase and my opening, but it's at least I have like that, that generic opening. So we're working on it. We'll workshop some stuff, see if we can get some like catchphrases in. I'm wearing a outfit stylized by my wife today. She did pick a Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Magician T-shirt. I mean, she's cool. Whatever. All right, guys. So
I like
let's
that shirt.
it's a pretty cool shirt, honestly. Like Old Navy has really shitty graphic design shirts normally, but this one was pretty cool. And there's a white Kirby one that has like the 90s squigglies that you would see on like fry boxes and shit. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but
You
like
mean like the like blue and purple things like you'd
with
see at a bowling alley
yeah,
on
yeah,
like
it has like
styrofoam?
that design and then like Kirby on it.
Hey,
And it's like fucking it's cool as fuck. Like and that's
I may need you to send me a picture of that later after we're done the
Yeah,
stream.
yeah, exactly. We won't
That
waste
sounds
time, and
sick as hell.
I'll also try to keep our little stories in the intro to the matches this week. All right. So anyway, this week we have some unrecorded matches. Not quite as many as last week. I think we're still waiting on. Actually, I just got. Why is it in part? Why are there two parts, Corey? Okay.
Apparently his computer went to sleep midway through the match.
All right, well, we're downloading part one right now, and that's okay because that's going to be the second match anyway. Um, and so let's go to the unrecorded matches. So, of the recorded matches, we have Jay Phil, Jordan Mike, Corey Bryan, SB Ian, Speakman Ty, and Zach Bosch. So let's go to the non records. That's Selena Sakuna to start out with, right? So, they are in the series right now. Not quite yet until this week, but they're basically, well, actually, yeah, I think Gantz was already mathematically eliminated as of this week, but they're in the crab bucket kind of scenario here. They're trying to pull other people down with them, although Selena still legitimately does actually have a chance at making playoffs. It's slim, but she has a chance. So like Gantz didn't have a chance here. Her whole mission is to be like a crab in a bucket, as Phil put it, because he's in a similar position, a crab in a bucket, and pull people down with them out of the playoffs, like ruin other people's seasons, right? Other people's scores, other people's placements. That's their job. So going into this week, Gantz definitely knew that. And then Selena obviously fighting for placement, trying to get like back into that playoff scenario. Selena takes the W actually by 5. So according to Gantz, this was her worst match of her career. Um,
Ooh.
and so that is unfortunate. You do hate to hear that, but also, uh, it happens sometimes, unfortunately. So
At least it wasn't recorded.
right, exactly. Not a recorded match, so who gives a fuck about that? I mean, but 5-0 there, so that's a big win for Selena, and very important that it was by a large margin because of their score being so low. Like you have to, they need all the points they can get, right? So, congratulations to them. Now Jalen Aris was recorded, but Aris was cleaning out his computer of files, and he accidentally deleted that one, and so like in the upkeep of his video recording folders, he accidentally deleted the newest recording, so we don't have a recording for it. But according to him, a little sus, Jalen. If you know anything different, tell us. We'll change the score. But according to Aris, Aris won against Jalen by 4. So that is that match. Now, one of the bigger matches that is not recorded here is where was it? Jay Wade versus Justin. Jay Wade versus Justin is not a recorded match, but it was a pretty big match because Jay Wade is higher ranked this season, and like,
Actually, Justin was higher ranked.
well, I mean,
Just both of them were 3 and 5, and Jay Wade was 4 below him in the score.
that's what I'm saying. Like, Justin's been actually like fighting kind of hard this one. I can see that now. I'm looking at the score, but like, whoa, Jay Wade's way down there. I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
That's kind of
a lot.
crazy.
This season has a lot more people in the actual middle who we're not used to seeing be so close to like the middle or lower middle.
Yeah,
It,
and
it's
you,
crazy this season.
it's a really weird score. So I actually just assumed that Jay Wade was like above me in the middle. Like, so interesting. They both need these W's to try to qualify for the playoffs, and they actually both have a chance still, very much so. Um, and going head to head, Justin has never defeated Jay Wade, and considers he gave me a list of people's names of people that he wants to have defeated. I was on that one. I think he did get a W on me, so he got that one, or they got that one. I'm sorry. And then he sent me a message when I got the results. He says, "Sorry it was late. Jay Wade and I were struggling to finish our battle for the week." He says the good news is after playing him for 6 years, he finally defeated him. So of the players that Justin wanted to defeat, and that's what Justin plays for anyway. Normally Justin doesn't make playoffs, so like Justin plays to like his own or their own like scoring record, right? Like they have their own milestones that they're going for, and he had never beaten Jay Wade, and he finally defeated Jay Wade, and it was by 3. So that would have been really nice to have seen that um, that match. Like
That is a solid win. A
yeah,
solid win over someone if you've been trying to beat them for
and like
years now. That's awesome.
I just kind of wanna just for a second, like I just kind of wanna show you guys the fucking. I want to show you guys the team that he played that won. So I actually have that. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna let you guys look at this. This is Justin versus Jay Wade's team matchup. Now, now neither of them posted it in the screenshots. I'm the only one who's seen it outside of the OGs. Speakman, take a look at this.
Interesting.
That's a Minior, first of all. That's
Yep.
punching gloves on a Lucario. Jay Wade has a solid fucking Sun team over there. Like that's textbook solid Sun team, right?
Well.
Justin's.
So it is. Hold on a second. That's textbook solid stun team. Hey, do you want to tell me where the drought user is?
Oh snap! I actually I thought I saw the Ninetales again, dyslexic as we discussed, but including with images apparently. No way. I'm
Oh
assuming
man.
somebody has to be setting Sun there, but it looks a lot like a Sun team to me. Anyway,
Yeah.
either or, it's a solid team. That's a legitimately
Wow.
solid team. Justin's team is really like out there. It's out there. It's not that Miney or first of all, never seen competitive play. I don't believe in VGC. Never seen play in PLC ever, except for maybe
Team.
once when it first came out.
Okay. Minior is a. It is probably one of the worst shell smashers, but it has shell smash, and boy howdy is shell
So
smash plus stab rock slide kind of
so
intense.
let me say this. I don't have the details, but a couple of the mods slash OGs were looking at this team, and
Mhm.
we think what happened was nobody told us. I don't know, but if you look right under Meteor, there seems to be an Alcremie. And if you get them in a lead where you shell smash with White Herb and then Alcremie decorates that Meteor,
Oh.
that's pretty fucking gross.
Hold on, that's kind of sick. That's kind of snazzy. I like that. Hold
It's
up, hold up.
pretty fucking sick. So I don't know that that's what happened, right? I just know that that's a possibility on this roster here, okay? And also,
What's the
this is the
chance
only unrecorded match that we've ever in this season looked at the teams for because I was like, I was stunned, first of all, by the result because Jay Wade is a really solid player traditionally, and Justin, no offense, normally places a little bit lower. So like I just assumed, and then Justin won, and like looking at the teams, Jay Wade's team is so much more textbook good than Justin's team. Justin won with an unorthodox team and highly likely a very unorthodox strategy, and then won by a solid margin. So like this was an impressive match, and I just had to take some special time. And hang on, I gotta tell them that I gave or them, sorry, gave you a shout out on stream, Justin. That was very impressive. So I just had to take a second. Sorry about the delay, guys. That was a good display of skill there. So then we're moving on. So Zach wants to contribute though. The ability that it has is almost like a mini Aegislash. Its defenses are really strong in cover mode and in while in Meteor Rock cover mode. So it's able to shut up Smell Smash with relative ease and then spam Rock Slide or itemless acrobatics. So I get it. I got you. It can do a bunch
The
of cool
moves
shit.
that it has are really good for a Shell Smasher. I think the problem with it is that it is kind of one dimensional, and the typing is unfortunately defensively really bad. But
Yeah.
if you can get it off, that mon gets crazy.
Yeah, not just get it off, but if you can get that off and decorate it,
Oh, oh.
like that, I to be a fly on the wall in that match, I would have loved to have that recorded. Um, and then Dan versus Brendan, last unrecorded match. Wait.
It okay, so it was recorded, but Brendan has been like he like upgraded his PC today and something. He told me he was gonna record it the other or post it the other day, but something happened. I don't know. He just didn't post it.
Okay, you know, and nobody's saying this, but he is the one that lost. So who knows if it was buyer's remorse? But no, Dan won by 2 on that one, so that was probably a really good match. I would have liked to have seen that, but it was an unrecorded match, and that's actually the second unrecorded match that was actually recorded that did not make recording this week. So way to go, guys. It also gets meteor beam, so that's pretty cool. He's talking about Manior, so I got you
Yeah.
there. So let's kick it off. We're done with all that, right? Like we're done with that. We're done with the unrecordeds. What is the standings? Oh, we got both of them. Okay, now we're on to the real nitty gritty of the situation. The recorded matches. Now this is Zach versus Bosch. I feel compelled to explain to you guys that first match of the week doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad match. First of all,
Except when it's mine.
sometimes it does mean that. Sometimes it
I've
does.
had some I've had some stinkers this season.
Sometimes it does. Sometimes it means that the caliber of matches this week is so high that this match just happened to be either a good lead off to that in the sense of like gives us a lot to talk about to like set the stage for future matches, or it's just not as exciting as some of the other matches, and that's not necessarily the case here. I think that this is a solid match that has a lot to offer the viewers and the commentators, but it's the first match. It doesn't mean it's a bad match, okay? Don't take it personally if your match is the first match. All right, unless you're I don't know Dan. I'm just kidding. So I
Brendan's apparently posting the match now.
okay, fuck it. I mean, we just announced the results, but if he's posting it, I'll take it. Did he not name it? Is it this file that's named 25410? God damn it, you guys. I fucking
I,
hate you so much.
I say skip it. I say skip it.
Oh,
Fuck you.
he renamed it. He renamed it. Live on stream. All right, I got him. We'll put that one just because it's late. We'll put that one after Speakman's because Speakman feels like his match is boring. How about that? Or I would like to put it before Speakman's because I personally think Speakman's match is not boring, but I'll leave that up to Speakman.
I do not care either way.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do then. Sorry to delay the match, guys. I know that we're delaying, but Zach actually recorded exactly on time this time. I wanted to give a shout out to Zach. Recorded exactly on time this time, and so we don't have to wait or skip or anything. It's where it's at. So we can just hit play in a second here. I'm just gonna add these matches to the queue. We're gonna do Corey versus Brian next. So that's after part one. We're gonna do part two. I'll rename those files later, and then we'll do Brendan versus Dan. We'll do that before your match, Speakman. So it's going to be after Jordan's
Sure.
match. All right.
Just
Now,
just tell me what the next match is. I'll queue it up and
I
we'll
got
go
you.
from there.
We got you. So we got Zach versus Bosch. I'm ready if you are.
I'm ready.
All right. 1, 2, 3, go.
These two teams, both are really good looking. Just to say off the bat, both of these teams are absolutely terrifying.
Not doing overtime today, by the way, guys.
Let's go.
Got written up,
Uh,
but that has nothing to do with where I'm at.
Also, I will give Josh credit. These nicknames are so good. These nicknames are so good, man.
I don't, because it's just like, okay.
Man. As I have made very well known, I love dog shit humor names. So these are so good.
Zach's name
Sneffle
is just...
Dagnit.
I fucking lost this guy. I'm just kidding. No, I'm actually really proud of Bosch's performance this year.
So am I. I mean, I've always known the guy to be incredibly smart. I mean, I've been playing. I played Yu-Gi-Oh with him, 12 years ago. And when I first met this man, he was playing meme decks and outplaying the fuck out of good players. So, like, genuinely, I respect the hell out of this man's brain.
So I don't take new players for granted. In fact, a lot of times Dragon Cheer. I so almost thought about doing that this week. Oh my god. That was Dragon Cheer, right?
Yep.
I
Outrage!
so almost thought of doing that
that's
week.
nothing.
Fuck,
Oh
that's so cool, dude. God, that was cool. And he aces the terrible. Anyway, so when new players come in, I don't take them for granted, but I also don't. I don't try to assume that they talk a lot of game. I don't want to believe it immediately. Bosch talked a lot, had a lot of crazy ideas out of the gate. His system was interesting, and his team was not what I would expect originally. So I wasn't sure what to expect, but I can tell you that this man is one hell of a pilot. Or trainer, however you want to call it.
Yeah, when he first told me about the plan that he had for drafting, I was like, this is insane in a great way.
Yeah, I'd love to take those resources and maybe see what the deal is, and maybe we can give people the idea or the tools to try to do something similar in the future. But if he wants to keep it to himself, obviously we will. But there are certain players that I feel like could benefit from, I draft high on mushrooms typically, so no amount of system's gonna change what I draft, but it could help another player that doesn't.
Ooh, and that's why we never click outrage.
Hey, confusion doesn't hit that often.
No, it's the you're locked into a move and you don't get to pick what it's targeting.
Oh, yeah.
So all one has to do is switch into fairy type, and you're losing a lot of momentum.
That's true.
Yeah, SmackDown is an interesting choice. I think it might be the highest power, 100% accurate one-target rock move that Rhyperior learns. I might be wrong. This is just an assumption because for some reason all rock moves miss.
That's true.
I don't know who designed it so that rocks are just inaccurate as heck, but more power to them.
I just uploaded the videos without renaming Corey's videos.
Didn't you just say "God damn it" about yourself?
Yeah. I'm disappointed in this.
Bro, this dog is doing a lot of just passive fuckery, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm honestly in awe of how much it's doing.
I mean, Zach told us about how skillful this match was, in his opinion. And I gotta say that, like, both players are really doing a lot here, and
Yeah,
it's fun to see. It's a good match.
it is very unfortunate for Bosch that. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Was that mental herb I just saw trigger? Was that mental herb I just saw trigger? Yo, that's wild! It that didn't mean anything for that turn, but that's crazy. Okay, alright.
He was ready. He was like, "You're not gonna shut off my trick room."
Hey, more fucking power to you, holy. It also saved it from the poltergeist, yeah.
Wow.
Dan, you'll see something funny when we come to my match.
Just giga-brained out the ass here.
Like, that's just somehow the smartest move I've seen yet. It's so good.
This match is...
But also, like, dude, this dog is doing so much.
Dude, this match is 20 minutes long, and, like, the score is deceptive for how long this match is. I gotta say that...
Actually,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, the sand going out as soon as Trick Room goes up, which means that the Sand Rush Pokemon is no longer at doubled speed, meaning it might actually get to attack first at some point.
Yeah, like, the game itself is just so high caliber.
Yeah, no, Zach, putting Will-O-Wisp on this dog has done irreparable damage to the past, present, and future.
And I think it actually has a huge implication on the final score of the match.
I mean, it completely invalidated both this Rhyperior and the Dragonite, which is just an absurd thing to be able to do on both of your opponents' like aggressive leads, while also taking out the other mon that they led with because of the Terra Blast.
Tyranitar did his job.
Yeah. No, mad props to Houndstone.
One thing you can't say about Zach is that he has like sets that are obviously good, but then he also can be very creative.
Oh, 100%. This Clefable's done too goddamn much this season.
The thing is, like, I don't need the Clefable. I want the Clefable from either Dan or Zach. And it's because my daughter's name is going to be Fable, and I just want Clefable on my team.
That's reasonable. You know what? I'll give you that.
These guys are being assholes about it. They don't want to trade it. Imagine if he had gotten a second Dragon Cheer on that Dragonite.
It wouldn't have mattered.
What are you talking about?
It would not have mattered. Because the first turn it crit, and then the second turn it hit a fairy.
Oh, right.
And then it switched out. So, like... Yeah. I think what would have more likely happened...
If I had gotten a second Dragon Cheer, I would have kept it in. Fuck it.
Yo, did we double target the Clefable? Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah, so give me Clefable if you haven't used it at all, asshole. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked we haven't seen a Terra from Josh yet. I don't remember what the last Pokemon is. I mean, he's got something left on his team that's still full health. But yeah, tearing that King Gambit would have been insane. Probably. At the very least, it would have been at a much higher health point at this point.
What do you think its Terra was?
Well, probably not something weak to ground if I know anything about King Gambit. Which, I did play with it for a season, so I'd like to believe I know at least something about it. I may not know a whole lot, but...
You know enough.
Ooh. This just feels like a game where, unfortunately, everything is kind of going against Bosch. I mean, every switch that Zach has made has been near perfect and unpunished. I mean, God, Zach, this is insanely clean play. And you know what? This is less boring than I thought it was gonna be for clean play. This is really good. I like this. This is exciting and interesting.
You see what
I'll give you credit for that one.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not always about the score, Zach. It's not always about what placement in the fucking, like, stream you are. I wanted to lead off this stream with high technical play match that had a low score win-loss placement and was just in general a good match. So we could talk about technical play and then we could lead into the other matches. Slash. Jordan, please don't.
Sandslash hasn't really gotten to do a whole lot yet. I'll give him, it's like...
We have double Sand Rush.
Oh, I don't like this.
Now.
I do not like this at all.
Extreme
This
speed.
is a really... I mean, I get it, but this is a really, really late in the game Terra.
I mean, what's left to do?
He sells a full HP Pokemon. And...
Because he swapped
Yeah.
the perfect fuck. Zach did.
Dude, every swap that Zach has made has gone unpunished. Just
So-
unfucking punished.
Guys, if you want to beat Bosch, again, no offense, Bosch, but if you want to beat Bosch, just like, maximize your type matchups and just do the switches, because he's gonna do
Press
the
Will-O-Wisp.
obvious. I'm just kidding. He's been doing good. Zach just fucking played really well.
Zach, no. We all know that you went that's it when you had it and used it on the King Gambit. There was no, you were not doing anything different. We all know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really did not like the normal Terra there, especially if you're pressing Earthquake with the other slot. That just seems ambitious and somewhat silly. But again, I don't remember what the last slot is, so
Very high score so far for Zach. But like his HP would be, it's deceptive, his score, because his Pokemon are almost dead, all of them.
yeah. Oh my god.
He play roughed the wrong Pokemon.
And we missed it. No, he missed.
No, it said it failed. That means he play roughed the...
No, he sucker punched the Sand Slash slot.
That's what I
The
mean.
sucker
yeah,
punch
yeah.
failed, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I meant. My bad.
Yeah.
And then he missed the play rough, which was just
Yep.
huge. And now Zach knows he's going to sucker punch the Sand Slash, so he's like, fuck it, get the fuck out of there. My kid got some... You guys know animal crackers? So he got some...
Oh, dude, animal crackers are so good, man.
He got some dino animal crackers that are like covered in some sort of frosting, and I just tried them. They're fucking amazing.
Ooh, okay,
Have you guys seen the Reese's animal crackers? They make fucking animal crackers that are covered in like the Reese's peanut butter and chocolate. I haven't had them. I've just heard good things.
Hey, yo, what? Okay, wait, hold on a second. Why are we... Okay, so that means that this is a Terra Dragon Rhyperior if that thing just clicked Outrage. I still don't know why we clicked Outrage.
Why do we outrage here? There's a Clefable right in front of us.
There was 2 fairies on this team and we clicked Outrage to begin with, and there's still a fairy left on that team. I would never click Outrage. Oh god, I hate the shiny in 3D. Ugh.
And we're officially out of work. We got no calls there at the end of the shift.
Hey.
On the stream, no calls. Way to go. Did good.
I'm proud of you. Didn't have to do your job.
Yeah, we just got away with it. We just, like, what, no harm, no foul. Nobody got hurt.
Oh, well, that didn't do shit.
And he just got that dog this week, by the way, guys, from Dan.
Yep. Zach, what a game you played. What a game. I'm not gonna lie, the end score of this actually does feel appropriate. Like...
No,
is,
yeah, absolutely.
Like,
that was just a solid
I
game.
feel like Zach played incredibly well.
No.
And Bosch, as much as you have been playing pretty well, I think you got absolutely outplayed this season.
You got red, but with your plays,
Yep.
that's why the switches mattered so much. And Zach is also just in general a really good switcher. So like, if you're doing obvious shit on Zac, like, don't. It's hard to describe. There's ways to play around it, but like it's hard. And Zac's really good at that. This was a great match, and just because it's first doesn't mean that it's not a good match, Zac. Okay, you feel better about that now? You feel praised?
Also, Bosch, never click outrage again. Just never click that move again. It failed you a million times. It's not worth it. It ain't worth it. But that was a great first match.
Yeah. Gotta appreciate that. Ooh. Oh, pause. Hang on. Whoa. So now we are on part 1, Corey Bryan, which
God.
we will adjust those.
Part 1. I hate it so much.
We will adjust those names later on in post, but this is Corey Bryan part 1, and we do not have a team preview, so we can just jump right into this fucker. Excuse my language. Let me know when you are ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
All right. And 1, 2, 3, go. This should be a good match. I don't know. We'll see. You guys let me know in the comments.
Oh, Corey, we're gonna make fun of you for this 2 parts thing because it's fucking stupid.
Well, I mean,
No. You should have known better.
His
Yo, hold on, wait a minute. What is that turn 1? Hold on a second. Did I just watch Taunt on the Focus Energy? That's wild. You know what? That's wild.
They come in all kinds.
You know what? I'm getting real sick of these critical hit dragons everyone's out here fucking trying to use.
Hey, somebody's got to try it.
Do you mean everyone? Everyone has been trying these crit dragons.
That's what I
this
mean.
entire season.
That's what I mean. Yeah, and I was gonna try it. I almost tried it this week. So it's hilarious that is the case.
I have never considered crit dragons, mostly because I don't think I have a Draco Meteor user. So you know that.
Oh shit!
Not
like
doing
a
that.
Crit Draco Meteor would be crazy.
I mean, look, it do be the best dragon type move.
Here's the thing
all the
that
time.
you're missing, okay? It's
Draco Meteor?
It's not for Draco Meteor. No, you're wrong. You're thinking too small. All right? Let me break it down to you. It's for Scale Shot.
I mean, yeah. That is true.
However, it's for fucking Scale Shot, bro. And like that would go crazy. Scale Shot hitting 5 times with rolling dice, or at least 4 with rolling dice, a higher crit chance every time, insane amounts of damage. In fact, writing it in my book, got that strategy, so might as well use it. Holy shit, Scale Shot, Dragon Cheer, Hexorus would go fucking insane.
The strat that I brought last week for the Baxcalibur that didn't get to get used was loaded dice swords dance scale shot, because you get your +2 attack, so you're doing more damage.
Yeah.
And because I have redirection support and ways to put up like shields and stuff, I can make it so that it doesn't take damage enough to die, and then we just single target kill everything for the rest of the game.
That would have been really cool. Everything that's not fairy, but still.
Yeah. We've got ice moves, dude.
Hey, there you go. That's right. I forgot. Icicle Sphere.
I don't know how I ended up with Baxcalibur 2 seasons in a row, by the way. I
Yeah,
love this mon.
he's good Pokemon. I honestly,
It's
I
fucking
wanted
crazy,
him, but
dog.
like by the time once I had Garchomp, I was like, I don't want him more than Garchomp.
Fair enough.
I just happen to like Garchomp a lot. He was one of my favorite first dragons until Hexorus came around, but then Hexorus just like they never. Hexorus is good, but like he's not great.
Exactly.
And that's my biggest beef with him. Is like so much potential.
I was about to say, when did Dan get Porygon 2, and then I remembered it's Brian. Yo, that did a lot. That is a crit. Oh my god. So far, the guy who tried to use Focus Energy on turn 1 has not scored a crit, and the guy who didn't use Focus Energy has scored 2 crits.
Them's the breaks, kid.
See, I think the first Dragon type that I saw and was like, okay, this design is sick, was Kingdra. I love Kingdra.
Kingdra's a cool Pokemon. I'm a big fan of Kingdra myself. I loved everything up to Dragonite. I fucking hate Dragonite.
Yeah.
From the other two. I mean, I think it's obvious that the design was just like not there. It wasn't like what the fuck, right? Like that.
Hold on a second. Did I see the right item on this Garchomp?
Oh yeah.
We're just. All right, guys. We gotta have a talk about this. We gotta have a talk about this whole week apparently. Why are we doing these RNG strats? Why are we doing this? We're just putting games down to chance. And it's funny. It's very funny. I'll give you guys that. This might be the best week to do it. Because it's just outside of playoffs. So, you're at the last time when, like, matches kind of don't matter, for some people. This is just absurd, guys. Come on. And critical hits. King's Rock Slide. Come on.
It's, I mean, it's the reason for the season.
It's like I'm playing against Zach in fucking playoffs.
Oh my god. Except there's more control, but his was just absolute luck every fucking time.
As the person who has been the... I would say the person who has relied on RNG the most, despite not intentionally relying on it. We gotta be done with this at some point.
Gotta be, but...
By the way, I love this Mandibuzz set that you're using. Setting up manual Sandstorm with it, very funny. Big fan.
So he did say that he was gonna do some jank shit with it last week, so when I traded to him. So I was like, what jank shit can it do? Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's pretty straightforward. But apparently it's not. And it's got overcoat, so it doesn't even care about the sand.
Yep. Yeah, I really... Mandibuzz is a sick Pokemon.
Yeah, it was really good. It was just that, like, so it was one of the support Pokemon I had, and I had so many support Pokemon that I had to move it. Like, I just needed more offense, less support.
Oh, that reminds me, I gotta make my wire drop for the week.
Oh, yeah, we're not that close to the... You got time, so...
I just need to make sure I do my wire. It's not so much, I want to be cheeky with it. It's just, I want to make sure I do it.
Yeah, I gotcha. I set an alarm one time, and then 2 people sniped my drop.
Oh no, we got put to sleep. Oh no. Oh no. More RNG. We got Wideland Sleep Powder. It's...
They don't
Can't
care,
with these
dude.
people,
They
man.
just fucking they
I
don't
can't. I
care.
can't with these fucking people, man. I fucking can't.
They just don't care.
Do I want to do that wire drop I thought about doing?
This fucker.
Wait a second. Wait a minute. What? Justin got a third asterisk?
Mm-hmm. Happens.
Man, Araquanid's back on the wire. Ooh.
What the fuck? When did that happen? What is going on?
1107. Reese dropped Araquanid for breakfast.
A creamy for Volcarona. That's a really good upgrade for you. And now with that W that he got, like
Yeah. That's actually an insane.
Justin could make playoffs and do well. Like what, dude? Like, what's happening this season? Again, no offense, Justin. I'm just like, it's unexpected. Way to subvert expectations.
Yeah, honestly.
Really proud of all the players this year, actually. Like, and not just blowing smoke up their asses, but like, I think everybody's really done really well this season. And it's also been, I'm biased, obviously, but one of the most fun seasons I think that we've had so far. The double list system worked out really well. So far, all of our changes and systems have worked out really well. And I think we got more coming for you. We'll see.
I'm very excited to see what's able to be pulled off from like
Yeah.
the stuff that we're learning from this year, because I think that this was a very good year of learning things.
It was a very good test year for sure. Like we're testing out like first of all, I pitched the double list system a while ago. We never got to use it. Now it was necessary to use, and I think it's the best thing we've ever done. And then there's other things that we have done that I think were really good, or that maybe we will modify for the next season to be even better.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good fucking time, boys.
Yeah, season 11 is
And
probably
girl.
going to be the best, most fun, but we'll see.
I mean, it all depends on, us getting a new game or whatever.
Oh god damn.
Or if we don't get a new game, we're gonna have absolutely bonkers Uber season.
No, check this out. Because of Switch 2, right? We don't get a new game, but we get an update to Scarlet and Violet that allows for Pokemon and Megas from ZA.
All right. Picture this. We get the Switch 2. We get an update to Scarlet and Violet that makes the game run like a real video game.
That alone is already.
We already know that that's happening, which is the thing that makes me happy.
And then potentially the other thing that I said, which would be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh look, I don't have to put a part 2 on this person's video. Interesting. I'm just kidding, Corey. I just uploaded all of the individual matches to go live at midnight, so you guys, if you want, can always go back and view your own content. It is actually the stream. First of all, the streams are really long replay videos, so I understand. But the streams are like nowhere near as popular as any of the individual battles. The individual battles get so much viewing. Also, I do say that they are for kids because there's no commentary, so that could have something to do with it.
100%.
But they get so many views. Like some of you guys are getting like, for instance, Zach vs JG last week got fucking 137 views. Me versus Jay got 122 views. Like, what the fuck?
Hold on, wait a second. So does that mean that you advertised a game in which I used exactly 2 Pokemon, Discord Kitten and Thick Thighs, to children?
Um, I didn't think about the nicknames.
I wish you had told me that beforehand, because I would have been not nicknaming my Pokemon's rancid shit.
I didn't think about the nicknames actually. That slipped my mind. If I'm being totally honest with you. Oh well, but they love it. Some of your videos are actually some of the most popular videos. You get a lot of views, Speakman.
I am on rancid shit with my nickname.
Can't mess with success. Oh my god, dude. What a great week.
I love this fucking game. I love this shit, man.
Honestly, Pokemon is fun. I'll give you that. But, like, the PLC, like, without the drama, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
just the general competition and knowing people and playing the game with each other just is like... Oh, skipped right over to part 2. Sorry, gotta pause it, because you're not there yet.
Yeah, hold on.
It literally just ran right into it.
I'm gonna get to the point where I have that text and...
I have opposing Hydreigon used Draco Meteor. So yeah, in general, like, you know, the PLC is a fun time if you just play. Okay?
Alright,
don't talk to us and you just play the game, the PLC is a genuinely fun time.
Yep.
If you choose
let me know when
to
your
interact
videos
with us, do so at your own risk. Are you ready?
Yep.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, and go. Back into the match. Part 2. Going like that. Way to go. I gotta say, flawless for it to go to sleep. Really quick pick back up on the part 2. So
yeah,
not
honestly.
that bad. I would love to have just re-recorded this, and I could, but I already scheduled it for upload, so I'm not even gonna fuck with it. I'm just gonna leave it alone, because I could have just re-recorded it as a flawless recording. But it was not uploaded into the drive in time. So that. I do appreciate it though, Corey. Thank you for getting these matches to me. And also Corey doing really well this year, despite much like Bosch being a player that like plays unorthodox strategies that work. That was the one thing. So Corey is on, or was rather, on my 3-man team for Digimon. And, like, me and the other guy, we would play meta, but we would play, like, our own creative versions, but we would play meta. And, like, Corey refused to play meta. He would only play rogue and anti-meta. And fucking, I'll be honest with you, he made it work. Like, he fucking put work in the anti-meta. So, like, to see him this season as opposed to his original season, again, no offense, he's putting in work with anti-meta shit. And he was wasted when he drafted after his second Pokemon. He got to his second Pokemon, and then after that he was wasted. So, like, his fucking team to come this far with the things, and for him to do what he's done so far is just, he's doing really good.
Like I said, he is the best, like, 4 and 8 player in a season. Which is not an insult. I don't mean that. I mean that, like, genuinely. I see great play out of you. And your matches are genuinely fun to watch.
Yeah, exactly. That's the important part, right? Pavilion for bravery. Guys, I don't want to do these updates. Alright, I did the did I even do the Skeptile Florgus? I don't think I did these updates yet. I don't want to deal with this, you fucks. I'm gonna let Zach deal with that. Zach, you deal with the updates to the list. I hate...
Yeah, fuck you, Zach.
Having to reorganize, because now that he organized the names, I can't just add drop shit. I have to go through a whole process of, like, reorganizing things. set to alpha forwards.
I mean, you don't have to.
Yeah, so the last one that's
No
not...
one's saying you're forced to.
So Bosch, Aris, Justin, and Speakman's have not been done. Good Terra on that Pokemon.
It's so many goddamn knockoffs.
People sleep on that Alolan Persian, but it's good.
I mean, look, we have seen Alolan Persian putting in a lot of work every week this season. I'm still almost shocked that Zach dropped it after just how much I saw it do for him in every game he used it. I mean, that thing was... Zach puts in crazy work with this mod. Yeah, so Brian bitched about his RNG in the group chat after our game because he had a lot of RNG go against him in this game. 90% accuracy moves, everybody. 90 accuracy moves.
Yep. Get you every time. You know, Zach has been putting in a lot of... The thing I think that he did was, it was kind of on the same wavelength of things that, like, Jay and I have done this year, is, like, he's used Alolan Persian a lot in the past, and, like, he was just using it again, and it's like, we wanted to try some new, out-of-the-box things that we hadn't done before, so I imagine that's probably why he dropped it. Just to, like, give himself a chance to explore some new things, because he clearly knows how to use it, obviously.
Yeah. So Brian wins that one 3-0, but all of Brian's Pokemon were pretty much dead at that point. That was a very, very good game.
Yeah, so in that game, one of the things that you'll see with the score is just that, like, that comes back to the first match, which was Zach's, of just quality switching, quality score protecting, and just protecting your own interests in the game, where, like...
Yeah.
You know, sometimes people like me specifically, I'll just leave Pokemon out there to die. I'm like, they're already almost dead. Who cares if I could potentially outspeed somebody in the late game and hit with a special attack?
Bro, I do not care about score. I am just trying to get wins at this point.
Exactly. So you know, that's just an example of, like, yeah, it was a 3-0, but the match was really good. So good job to both players. Moving on to Jordan versus Mike. Now this, two former champions, most recent champion versus Season 5 champion. I think it was Season 5 that he won. It might have been Season 6. I forget. He would remember. But he won one of those. And for once, it's not me. It's Jordan that has the rain team, and he's got a pretty good one, if I'm being honest. I like the Assault Vest Scizor. I don't think I've ever played Assault Vest Scizor, but that's a really good item to have for him. The wide lens, I'm assuming he has some cheeky fucking hypnosis on this Politoed, so I'm ready to kick it off.
Oh, he's played this Politoed like 3 times this season.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Exactly. So I'm ready to kick off.
Ready.
You are. All right.
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah, both these teams honestly are scary as hell, and I have to play Mike this week, and oh god, I'm not looking forward to that.
Mike's not an easy person to play.
No, Mike was my first season. Mike was the opponent that I think I had the most fun playing against. I mean that man, oof. Every time I have played Mike, it has been a good game.
Mike is the best. I mean, he won last year. He's the best.
That is true. I mean no offense to Eraser Mike when I say this, but I kind of hope someone else wins this season. Just because I don't want only one family to dominate Gen 9, you know?
Right, exactly.
And also, I don't want Zach to win. His head's too big.
Exactly. Me either. Because then he'd be tied with Reese.
I'm rooting for Jay. Jay is my champion.
I would love to have Jay win.
Same.
I'm right there with you. That's like my dream champion. I'm sorry. I know I should be my own dream champion, but it's Jay.
I have said this. My favorite person in the PLC is and will forever be Jay, so I want him to win.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even close. Like, he's great, man. He's a great dude.
Ooh, standings are up to date.
These are doing good. Perfect. My backpack dealer that owed me $85 for a refund for a card that he sent me wrong just got something else that I want that's worth $85, so I'm just gonna fucking have him send me that.
Nice.
Gotta love backpack vendors.
Dude, they're great. They're so good. Goodbye, Dragapult.
Avoided it.
Phantom Force. Phantom Force is a very funny move, man.
And very good that it can hit behind that shit too.
Dude, Phantom Force being able to hit through Protect is insane. Not in like an Urshifu fuck Protect kind of way, but just like a classy, nice nice kind of way.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of deserved, it feels like.
Alright. I mean, are you gonna crunch or not? Manibus eats! That's all that bitch does is just fucking survive. Oh, 2 HP. That was a roll. That was a roll. He won by a roll. He won by a roll on that. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, and the tailwind goes up.
Yep.
This is a
Well,
good match.
that Tailwind coming up a turn later, too, is actually kind of important in a situation like this. Because it means that now the speed advantage is his for one turn longer, which is important. Bro, this Thwacky's so funny. just a silly little guy.
I know, but he does such good work.
Ooh. I got that guy instantly. Let's go. Fucking bots. We've consistently gotten one bot a week now, Ian. That means we're
No,
making it. We're making it big.
we're getting traction at least, and that's
Uh,
good news.
Zach, yeah, Zach, Erisa's plus minus is just insane. It's actually just absurd. Even though he has a 6-3 record, I think that he has probably played the best or second best of anyone all season. I mean, that is impossible to keep up.
These guys have been just, man, every match this week is just really good switching, and it makes me actually feel bad about the match I chose for the last match, because like the last match is actually not nearly as interesting as any of the matches that we've watched so far. It just is impressive what happens. Oh, great. Corey made a drop too. Tuck Tristan. Wait, did Corey not have a third asterisk?
I was gonna say I don't think Corey's made a move in a while, so
He had Talonflame. He can't do that.
can't do what.
Never mind. I'm an idiot.
Porygon Z is not an asterisk.
Yep. Yep. I just saw my own error. Saw my own error before, and I deleted the message. I thought it said Porygon 2. I'm dyslexic.
Look, man, we all make mistakes in our life. I'm probably staying up until 1 a.m. to watch all the stream matches. We all make
we only
mistakes.
got a few. Well, hang on.
We have 4 more left.
No way. Holy shit. Really? Because fucking Brendan had to come in and was like, oh, yeah,
Yep.
after you told us the score, I got it.
We can just skip theirs. We can just
Honestly?
skip
Yeah.
I know the score already.
Fuck it. That's your consequence. That's the consequence for getting it in late, I guess.
My opinion is, just because all matches are recorded does not mean all need to be streamed. There's a reason I so heavily advocated to just skip mine last week. You know, I kind of hate the effect on the crown on that Tyranitar right now. I don't know, when it was zoomed in, I really didn't like that part that's actually on the head.
Yeah.
That's just so fucking weird looking.
The crowns in general, like, they didn't have to do all that. Like, they could have... I don't know. I mean, it's... Like, some of them are cute, but some of them I'm just like... Like, you didn't have to do that. You could have just made them crystal and like colored or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like you didn't have to do that.
I don't know. I feel like they could have done a lot better with some of the parts, but I do like the like fucking squares that they used for the like streamers for the balloons. I do like that part. I think that that looks cool.
Yeah.
Dude, these statics. These statics. Hey, Ian, remember earlier when you said there's gonna be some wide lens hypnosis shit?
Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, Zach, I really do like the ground effect. That is really cool and subtle.
Perfect. Fuck yeah, I just made a sick deal with my backpack vendor. Sorry.
Let's
I should
go.
be playing fucking or watching this Pokemon match, but I just got like two of the last alt art cards I need to like max rarity, like the top two decks for like pennies basically.
Hey, that's sick.
Fuck yeah. He owed me like an $85 refund, so like I was like, yo,
Mhm.
I'll just fucking you just got these cards, like I'll just fucking do this. You don't pay me back, I'll pay you 30. He was like, yeah, yeah.
Yo, that was sashed? Okay, alright. I like the foresight.
I kind of. All right, so let me ask you this, Speakman. I'm gonna leave it up to you first of all, because you're the one that
Okay.
has to get up earlier than me. If we watch Brendan and Dan's match, that's an additional 16 minutes 51 seconds that you could
I
shave
don't care.
off.
I do not care. I don't care.
Let's watch it. Let's watch it then.
Okay. I just like to yell at Brendan for being a butthead.
Hey, we get 16 minutes 51 seconds to do that.
That's true.
Like, fucking
I can't wait to not talk about the game at all and instead just insult Brendan.
yeah, the whole time. So I actually really like how creative Jordan's been this year, and his score, he's very high ranked, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, like I was with Jay. Wade, hang on, let me check. Yeah, Jordan is second place right now as of this
Yo,
current
that's
week.
crazy.
And like his strategies have been off the wall a little bit. He's had a in his score. First of all right. So Dan's score that as of this week before we get to his match, 8-1 with plus minus 25, right? Which is a high. That's a high one in general. I mean, you can go down to a Reese at 6-3 with plus minus 22. That's impressive, obviously. But he got a couple 6-0s and shit. Jordan is a 7-2 with a plus minus of 21 as of this week, right? So like he fucking is right on the coattails of Dan. And he just takes another win, so now he's an 8-2 with by 3, so he's an 8-2 at 24. So
No, no,
it's
no. These are updated. These are updated with this week's matches.
are you sure? Did
Yes. This was week 9.
I'm looking at the sheet right now.
Yes, the sheet is currently updated. Jordan came into chat and said, and I quote, "Standings are up to date."
Oh shit. When did he say that?
Uh,
That actually yeah, they are up to
I'm gonna
date. I see. Yeah.
pin that message there.
I got you. No, because it's week 9. Yeah, so they're up to date. Okay, so as of right now, still on the coattails. Either way, sorry, I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
realize they were up to
crazy.
date. On the coattails of Dan, Dan's at an 8-1, 20 plus minus 25. Jordan is at a 7-2 plus minus a 21. Like, Dan takes a loss. If Jordan doesn't lose that week, he passes him. Like, it just happens. Like, fucking, it's crazy. It's crazy how close that is. And Jordan's really, really making a name for himself for his championship. Like, just proving that he owned that championship, or earned, rather. Sorry. That
Dan
championship that
does
he
not
won.
have an Dan does not have an easy rest of the schedule. I mean, he's got Reese, he's got Bosch, and he's got Ty coming up.
Hmm.
So like, there's a very good chance he could potentially. And now I don't think that he will lose all three, but there's a chance he loses all three.
Yeah, his
Meanwhile, Jordan's got Sakuna. He's got
whose job is to ruin other people's seasons, mind you.
Justin. Yep, he's got
And
Justin, and then he's got Corey. So
so here's the thing. Sakuna's job is to ruin other people's seasons. So JG's job is to ruin other people's seasons right now. It's still a tall order. I did just give her Incineroar, but still a tall order. Justin has to win to break into playoffs and has been doing deceptively well this season. So that's. And what was the last one?
uh, last one was Corey.
And Corey has been actually doing really well this season with really creative strategies and has something to prove. So, like, those three matches are up in the air still. Like, JG wants to ruin other people's seasons. It
Yeah.
could be Jordan's, you know? Who knows? That's really dope. And
What streak
latest.
Zach losing in playoffs? Anyway, I kid. I
Right,
kid.
right. So this is Brendan versus Dan. I'm ready when you are.
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3, go. Oh, look, it's a Psychic Spam team. Yay!
Boy, I can't wait till you'll see what what gets brought in Ty and I's match.
Right. Oh, look at that. Is that Brendan's signature coil spam goddamn dun sparse?
What's your problem with Coil Dun Dunsparce, man?
He did this thing with Serene Grace last year where like, the only thing he did with Dun Sparse was, like, troll.
I
Like,
remember. I remember.
and it was just annoying to be trolled.
Look, man, it's funny.
It works sometimes, actually. I will say that of all the fucking trainers, Brendan has made Dunsparce work, and that alone is an impressive feat.
Yep. So I'm trying to figure out the nickname behind Edward. I assume it's an Edward Scissorhands reference, but it's the wrong Scyther evolution for that joke. So instead it just comes off that he just named it Edward.
If it is that, I'm pretty pissed about it.
Hey, this Dunsparce does not have coil. It's glare.
Oh my god. That was the thing, right? It's got Rock Slide too, right? So it was
Yep.
his whole thing was Paraflinch Rock Slide, like.
Yep. Dude,
There
I like
are
Cleaver a lot.
so many axe murderers that you could have named this fucking come on,
Was that
Edward.
English, dude? Was that English?
I'm just talking about, he named this Cleavor Edward. It could have been so.
Yeah.
There's axe murderers like, Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter, like.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one, buddy.
And you know what?
This
match came
see,
late on the drive.
Yep.
And he sucks.
You're not even watching it.
I'm watching it, in spirit.
Fair enough.
From the other room while I pour myself a drink to deal with this ineptitude. I'm just kidding. Nicknaming.
I like Cleavor a lot as a Pokemon. I hate that you're basically forced to lead it. it feels like such an awkward mon to do anything with but lead, and
You
it's
do.
so surprisingly frail.
You do have to lead it, and that is one of my beefs with it. I don't feel like I need to move it, but I don't want to, I don't even think I want to move it, but it's just like, it is exactly what you said, is like, it's a little annoyingly frail. You have to do the same thing with it most of the time. It does have some support capacity, but it's just one of those one-note Pokemon, you know?
I don't think I've ever seen two physical attackers that weren't burned and did not get intimidated a billion times do less damage with moves than watching these two rock slides that just occurred. What the fuck was that? We've got Sheer Force Life Orb what for Alligator. That thing did like 4 damage to this fucking Empoleon.
Empoleon is incredibly defensive.
Expect 2 rock slides to do more than, 1 millimeter of the health bar.
Well, you expect too much, sir.
You know what? Maybe I do.
You guys ever had the assorted color goldfish?
Ah, I love the assorted color goldfish.
So, I was eating them the other day, and I was like, I swear to God, some of these ones taste a little different, like a little off.
They do!
I just assumed that they were all food coloring. Now, here's the deal. They're not all food coloring. The red ones are made from beets, and yeah, and I don't know what the green ones are made from, but they're not the same like flour base as the other one. But it's interesting. I was like, oh shit, they're made. That's why they taste different. And that's a little bit of Pokemon knowledge that everybody needed. That goldfish, red goldfish, are made from beets.
True. These are the hard-hitting editorials that I come here for. Zach, shouldn't you be asleep by now?
I know, right? I always complain about how that one time that he spoke on a commentary that he was late for work the next day, but then he stays up for the entirety of the stream and then is not late for work one day. So it just happened to be that one day because he had to commentate. The extra tiredness from talking was enough to make him late. I'm just giving you shit, Zach. You're fine. It was a good match, though.
Alright so far.
Does Brendan ever play in the VGC in you guys? Because I know you guys have a local VGC.
I don't know. I don't play in it.
Okay.
I don't remember if he went to the regional with us or not. I think he did. No, did he? No. Maybe?
It would be crazy for him not to have played the PLC.
Dog, I have no idea, honestly. Brendan? Did Brendan go to the regional with us? I don't think he did. Because I think it was me, Dan, Zach, Zachary, Austin.
Oh shit, 3 Mondays in a row. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, Brian went too. Right. Brian went.
How is Brian able to do? I mean, how is Brian doing lately? My bad.
How is Brian doing lately? That's a good question.
Interesting.
He's existing. I can tell you that much. He's not dead. I do know that much.
I'll have to try to schedule my match with him as soon as humanly possible to make sure it actually happens.
Don't worry. I'll talk. We can talk to Chase, his roommate, and make sure that he actually schedules something like an adult.
We'll get it done. Although I need a W, so if he wants to like flake on the match and just like take the auto L, I'm in for that, Brandon. Brian, damn it. Whatever, same Jeff.
They're not the same person.
Sometimes in
Surprising.
Pokemon, they are. They work together.
And sometimes.
Howitzer. That's a cool name. Just glaring everybody.
Dude, this mustard is really, really judgmental.
Mustard! I like how the Sneasler ended up, like, they got drafted onto decent teams when they were both drafted, but only one stayed.
So the Sneaslers were not paired with terrain setters that did well. And that was the problem. Like, you need to have terrain to make Sneasler work. It sucks because I had the opportunity to get the Sneasler from Phil. I think it was Phil? Whoever had it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he would have wanted Politoed, and I then moved Politoed to get Indeedee, which was then when I needed to get Sneasler. So I couldn't have both on my team.
Right.
By the time I was going to try and get the Sneasler, it was too late. Brendan already picked it up.
Fucking Brendan.
You know.
Well, yeah, well, we were
Shit
going to spend this match talking shit about him, so I just figured.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Add that
fuck
to
you,
the
Brendan.
list.
No, actually, I like Brendan a lot. Except when he does shit like this.
No, Brendan's great. I mean,
Brendan's great.
I'm just talking shit. I don't mean to actually. He's a great guy.
Brendan's a real homie, but fuck Brendan, though. Fuck Dan, too. You know what? Also a real homie, but fuck Dan.
Damn, like that. Now I gotta look up what the green ones are made of. God damn it.
Spinach?
That would make sense. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
This makes me think of, like, the tricolored pasta. You got, like, the tomato, the spinach.
Yes, I love that pasta, actually. Farfalle.
So, dude, I've got a tricolor rotini. Shit slaps, man.
I'm a big fan of pasta, as you may have heard me speak about earlier.
I am as well.
Made from what? Nuh-uh.
What do you mean? What?
Nuh-uh, dude.
What? What does it say?
The green color comes from watermelon and Huto juice concentrates. What?
I'm sorry. Sorry, did you say hoochie juice? What?
Huto. It's like Huito. I don't know how to say it, but goddamn, what? Watermelon?
That's wild, dog.
Watermelon? Alright. Whatever.
That's not a thing I was expecting.
It's fiber. Oh yeah, thank you Nightbot for reminding us. If you guys enjoy the show, subscribe to the channel or whatever and like us. That would be cool. Double paralyzed.
Please.
Double fucking glared at. Oh, I can't wait till you see this one part of my match that like actually made me laugh out loud when I did it. And it's like it's locked behind 3 matches worth of content.
Dude, this Empoleon. This Empoleon needs to start paying rent on this fucking field. This thing has been out since turn 1. It's just sitting there. It's been paralyzed. It's gotten 2 KOs. And it's still hanging out there with its cod piece out.
I knew it was coming.
I mean, of course I've got to reference it, Just for all the listeners who didn't get to hear my fun fact last week.
Got the cod piece.
Yep.
Sounds
Also have a bit sticking out the back as well. How does this
Um,
sit down?
so, so
No, it
that's
does.
in the medical field they call it a foreign object.
I'm sorry. Are you implying that that's stuck up his butt and not just it's a tail?
I mean, it might also be a part of the tail. It might be like a tail sheath with an insert.
Dog, what?
All right, Cerule Edge, a really interesting Pokemon that I haven't seen do much this season.
So we're just lying. We're just lying. Ceruledge, I think it's been used has been used twice a week, every week for the entire fucking
Yeah,
season.
but like it hasn't done a lot.
That is just not true. I have watched Dan kill like 4 people with this thing, including me.
How have you watched it, Dan? Almost none of Dan's matches have been recorded.
Exactly. Every recorded match of his is won by Ceruledge.
If that is the case here, I'm gonna be so mad. If this,
I swear to God, every
match,
single time that Dan has had Ceruledge in an endgame, it wins the game.
no way.
It won the game against me, which we don't have the recording of because the recording corrupted. But oh, I got you.
Bonaparte, no! That's a good name, by the way.
That's a great name. Although I think Dan has been using that name for a few weeks.
Oh yeah, I think that's what I would probably have named mine as well. I like to do mine as like historical figures or like their inspirations or like in fairy cases, I like to name them after famous like fictional fairies. Aha! Cerulege isn't the reason that won this match. In fact, Armorage put the Cerulege down.
What the fuck? What the fuck does that matter? All right, now he's getting.
I'm a
now he's
stinky
getting timed out for
buttface.
longer.
I'm a stinky buttface with a wife and fucking children in a home.
Great, he's been timed out for 82 seconds now. Zach keeps
74 messages were deleted by a moderator.
So let me just tell you, we have learned through many group chats that we've had through the last decade plus. That's AV. That's crazy. That's a crazy set. But good on you, Dan. That is a crazy cool set.
Wow.
Yeah. So every time that I have moderator power in a chat that Zach is in, I just fucking ban him or time him out all the time.
That's hilarious.
I stopped for a long time, but it's always funny. It's always funny.
That was actually a really good match. I'm glad we watched
That
it.
was. You know what? As much as I wanted to shit on it, you know.
That was a really
good
match.
game.
That was well played by both players, even down to the wire there. So, and they at the time they were both like the top ranked players, I think, but because I don't remember the standings before. It was Brendan and Dam. So, really impressive. I appreciated that match. I am ready to move on though. This is Speakman versus Ty.
I hope you like bears and size spam.
Okay, well let's.
That's what we've got here. We've got bears and Indeedis.
Double Indeedis up against each other. Okay. There's that Rabombi that he sniped off the wire. Let's see what happens, chat. You ready?
All right, I'm ready.
1, 2, 3 and go. Oh, Zach, don't get butthurt about it. I'm sorry.
So anyway, I've been roulette wheeling my team all season, just
It's
like Ian
great.
has.
It's great.
The roulette wheel this week gave me all of the support mons and Baxcalibur, and I went, well, I already have most of these made. I'm just gonna use all of the Pokemon from last week that didn't get to do anything and make a Klefki. So that's what I did.
Oh, yeah. Okay, interesting. Got the Rabombi Ursaluna Blood Moon. Go ahead and get the light screen up because both these are special attackers.
Yep. Uh, Probably a mistake for me to not Terra on turn 1 in face of a Fairy type, but I am Terra Grass, and Terraing into a Grass type on turn 1 in front of a Bug also did not sound appealing to me.
What the fuck, Zach? I actually did get accepted into a Digimon Regional, you piece of shit. And so, that's like really the shittiest thing you could say to me right now. Those are really hard to get into, and I got into it.
Bro, I'm the one that's been timing you out.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah, by the way, the light screen, super critical. Both my Pokemon were about to die if I didn't put up a light screen.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fucking damage that my team just took there.
Alright, but now we got Skill Shot Auto Kill.
Well, so I decide to go with the Icicle Spear, just because I don't want the defense drop when I know I'm about to go into red health. I'm like, I don't want to be taken out by like some errant move. But I need to make sure that I don't die to the inevitable Moonblast here, so I use my Terra. Both of us kind of not really getting a ton of value out of our Terra this game, but I think that me Terraing here was really important.
Okay. No, I mean, I agree. Like, you have to do it sometimes just early on to either slow or maintain momentum. Or
Yeah.
build, rather. Get that 5th one. Fuck yeah!
I was like, there's a 50-50 shot this kills the Ursaluna, and you know what? Sometimes you're just meant to get it.
Gotta love it.
I'm sitting here, I'm like, alright, I don't love the position that I'm in currently, but I think that I have, at the very least, gotten out of the beginning stage of the game with a good position.
Yeah, it's not
also
as...
very annoying that I had to make sure I timed my my thunder waves with this stupid Klefki because of this goddamn this goddamn terrain. I was like, Klefki has to be the first mod out. We have to thunder wave every time when Indeedee does not have a terrain up.
Oh, man.
We cannot allow this thing to get terrained out. I need him to never switch it in on me clicking thunder wave. I just need to click it once.
There goes that. I mean, but that was coming
Yeah.
anyway.
You know what? I got value out of the backs. It got 2 KOs. I've got the light screen up for another 6 turns or 5 turns or something. So I'm like, all right, I'm feeling okay here. And I also realize at this point that I can, if I play correctly and manage to play out the, what's it called? The Samurott, that I will just win the game with Ursaluna plus Indeedee. Like, that is my end goal that I am trying to plan for at this point.
Smart.
Also, seeing Terrain Extender, I was like, thank God it doesn't have a good item. This is probably the biggest misplay, but I had to try for it.
I'm looking.
And Dan, I don't know if you saw the stream just now and you saw the set on this Dusclops. This is in fact the fabled Poltergeist Dusclops.
Ooh. Eat it. Uncle Touch You 2, go. What's he trying to stop? He's trying to stop Trick Room?
Yep.
Ty thought he was so fucking clever, didn't he?
I genuinely, I was like, okay, this is good. I had to try for it. I had to try for the Trick Room, but it did not. It was not super important because I didn't think I was going to die to either of these mons.
Does he double expanding force you?
Yep.
Wow. He's just like so like Ty's team has been on easy mode all year where he can just expanding force and win. And now
Yep.
like he has things that are able to withstand it and he's like, "Wait, I can die?"
And the nice thing is that because I have Frisk on Dusclops, I was like, I know I will never not be able to get off this Poltergeist.
Right.
Dan laughed at me when I said I was gonna put Poltergeist on it. He genuinely like laughed at my set, and I was like, it'll work. It's gonna work.
You know what else? Dan cried for 2 weeks about me using breaking swipe on him that won me the game, and then breaking swipe became a very popular option in VGC. He was like, who would use breaking swipe? So sometimes, Dan, thinking outside the box is worth it. Don't net dick.
But yeah, at this point, I realize as long as I take out this Delphox, and I see the Ceaseless Edge on here, and I'm like, all right, he's not attacking the bear with single target moves. I know what my end game here is. I need
That,
him to attack the Espeon that comes out with Ceaseless Edge for the clear and obvious Oko, because he's going to expect the Expanding Force to kill the bear. And that's how I win the game. That was my end game. Once I saw that this was the line, I was like, great, I know what we're doing here.
Wow. There it is. That's the list I'm going to build. Here we go. Ceaseless Edge.
Yep, and he targeted the Espeon slot, which meant my end game was assured. Because for some reason, this bear gets Drain Punch.
Wow.
Get right up around 50% again, and I'm like, all right, yeah, there's no way for this to go any other way now.
And now
yeah,
he is just trying to salvage his score.
I mean, I think he made a technically correct play, because he was not thinking that Delphox was going to get outsped by Espeon,
Mm-hmm.
and so he prioritized trying to kill both my Mons, which was correct. But the problem is that Espeon has 130 speed stat for some dumb reason, or something ridiculous. It's so damn fast. So Espeon was always going to go first, take out the Delphox, which meant that the bear wasn't dying if he didn't target it. So yeah.
Well,
I don't
that
think it was the most interesting match because it was relatively straightforward, just a lot of things getting KO'd very quickly. But I definitely got into a very technically correct end game, and I was very happy for that end game. What a
no,
fun end
yeah,
game.
you played really well there into the end game, and just in general, I think that you had a really skillful play. So I think that you did perfectly fine for what we would expect from you specifically. You do well in these games, you know.
Yeah.
Can't can't expect much else out of you than that. So let's bring on the Jay versus Phil match. Now this is an interesting match because Jay versus Phil. Phil is now in the crab in the bucket thing that we talked about earlier, where Phil is simply having to play to try to keep people out of playoffs, like or ruin other people's seasons. That's just in the sense that he's in, or not, not malicious, but like he, that's what he's got to do, like he's here to
Yeah.
do that. Like he can't make it, so he
I,
doesn't
I
want you to make it.
he can't. Okay, hold on. Here's the thing. He can technically make it. It's not likely in the slightest, but he can technically make it.
Yes, but okay, fair enough. What I will say is that the odds are not ever in his favor.
Oh God, no. Oh God, no.
So, you know, you take that as you will. But he is doing his best, and I think he's got a good shot here at doing some good stuff against Jay. Now, the one thing about this matchup, let's go ahead and kick it off. You ready? One,
Yep.
two, three, go. The one thing about this match is that Phil is piloting a team that I gotta say that our friend here, Jay, is intimately familiar with because he piloted almost the exact same team last year at the end.
You're telling me that people know how to play know how to play against our Caludon Rain at this point?
Well,
That's
I'm just
crazy.
well
Yeah,
specifically
no.
this matchup though,
Yeah.
um, because he literally just piloted almost this exact same team. So it was just interesting to have that go on like that, and it's a good match. So I'm glad that we're gonna sit in on this and just get a little little sneak peek at what's to come. What? All right, we get the swords dance. That's smart. Doesn't matter too much for him because of the swords dance.
A lot of different scissor sets this year. Like a lot more this year than we have in years past.
Oh yeah,
Which
for
I
sure.
guess is partially thanks to there being two of them, but it has been really cool seeing so many of these mons that we've seen season after season after season still having new life brought to them every single year.
Yeah, a lot of people's like ability to look at the Pokemon or Digimon or wow, Pokemon
You said it
in
right the first time?
in a different perspective is very refreshing.
What do you mean you came in at the worst time? Or no, it's Jay. Never mind.
It's
Oh
your
yeah, Jay.
match,
Yeah, it's
buddy.
your match.
Enjoy your match while you can, buddy.
He said he played like shit for most of this match, and I guess he's leaving. He doesn't love us
Oh,
anymore. I don't know. So far, you've played perfectly fine, and your Pachirisu lived on 5 HP and has gotten 4 chips with Rocky Helmet, which is insane value for a Pachirisu.
Interesting. Okay.
All right, I kind of like Gang as a nickname for Mousehold. That's kind of
That's
funny.
Phil's, yeah. I had accidentally like, cause I make his Pokemon sometimes, so I'd
Yeah.
accidentally like made one of my Mousehold Gang one time, and I was like, what the fuck? This isn't my Pokemon. And then I was like, oh, okay, I see what happened.
Holy shit, that did a lot. Oh my god.
He did get the Swords Dance, just so you
I
remember.
I know. I still was not expecting that much damage from it. Oh my god.
I mean, Swords Dance.
That
I
was
think
insane.
he's choice banded, if I'm not mistaken. So he's choice banded Sword. Or no, he's not choice banded because he did Sword Dance.
Yeah, no.
So he's got the Swords Dance with the Bullet Punch, and I mean the obvious boost from the Technician. But I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
metal. Bugs,
Yeah.
ants.
Seen a lot of really good use of setup mons this season too. Like, I know we normally get to see some setup, but there's been like an absurd amount of focus energies, sword stances, calm minds. It's gotten to feel like defensive Pokemon have gotten to matter a little bit less, but not in like a bad way. And
Yeah.
like a hey, you have to be able to like actually deal damage too.
Right. And Um, I think that there's a trend in some seasons where we see people get used to, like, for instance, using. If there was a stigma for a number of seasons on the use of entry hazards. Now, there are a number of Pokemon that have entry hazard attacks now, but in general, entry hazards also have been used a lot more to some success in some seasons, and then setup in some seasons has been belittled, but then you see it in action and it's awesome.
I would really love and hate, both love and hate, if we got a move that did damage and set sticky webs. But that should not happen for obvious reasons.
That would be
That
disgusting.
is that would be one of the worst decisions they could make because sticky webs are, I mean, god, they are fucking absurd. Um but it'd be really cool.
It would have to be
Zach,
like
stop looking up the names of Digimon decks. It's taken you like 15 minutes and you've named like 4 decks.
it would have to be like Spidops or something that got it though.
It's exclusively given to Masquerain,
Right?
which
Like,
would be insane, which would be really good. Because Intimidate is such a good ability. Also, this Rotom has missed both of its attacks.
yeah, imagine you're bringing your Masquerain, you bust off an Intimidate, and then swing for a free hit, then set sticky webs.
Disgusting.
I saw him say at one point Zach said like oh, I hope you lose to Jessmon. And like, I was just like, LOL, like, like it would be really hard for me to lose to Jessmon. And then I realized that he was just like taking stabs in the dark.
Yeah. See, I think Toxic Spike's auto move would be cool, but they gave it as an ability with Glamora. So, like, I don't know. I feel like they've already added access to these conditions through other means, and I think that that is just really, really cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't say because of Glamora's ability, I would say like no, we probably shouldn't see an attack that sets toxic spikes.
Yeah. uh,
Like I'll say it
no, 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 no,
automatically
no, no,
like
no. It did not set up Stealth Rock because they got hit. Fuck that. That's terrible. That's awful. No, stop it. Get some help.
no, yeah, I
Please,
think
there's a good Pokemon in singles because it sets up Stealth Rocks while getting to attack, and that mod is not good in singles.
I think that if somebody were to like I know spikes exist for this, but like being able to set up toxic spikes with an attack, you could easily layer 3 and that would have way too many implications on the match.
Yeah. Well, the Scizor and the Hatterene are finally both dead.
Those leads can be deadly sometimes.
Yeah, man. Dude, setting up on turn 1 is just absolutely frightening. Like, that is the reason why it is I just boldly led Swords Dance Baxcalibur on turn 1. I was like, either he answers it or it doesn't, or it, like, wins the game here.
That's the thing about the setup on turn 1, right? So, like, turn 1 is very mischievous. You could get a good lead out of the gate by, like, doing a big move. You could do all kinds of stuff, but setting up a lot of the times, because turn 1 sometimes can be used for scouting where people, like, protect a lot. So, if you're gonna set up, turn 1 is usually one of the safer times to do it. Like,
Oh, 100%.
turn 1, mid game, those are the prime times to set up. I pray to God you're not trying to set up in late game.
There are a lot of times when it's absolutely worth late game setups because you'll be in those end games where your opponent's on like, I have to protect and I have to basically like play perfectly into some of these moves. If you set up with a Pokemon like King Gambit or like Ceruledge there, when they're expecting you to attack, and instead of attacking, you instead use a Sword Stance, and you now have the advantage in the game because they can't do anything to what you're doing. I mean, God, it's just insane.
That is
Setting
crazy.
up is always good, as long as your Pokemon is expected to survive that turn.
Hmm.
This feels like a very unfortunately tragic time to bring in uh, Sin Poltergeist. I think it's its name. I don't remember this
Yes,
month's name.
Polchageist.
Yeah,
Ooh, electroshock. Doesn't
or
kill.
Sinistra. Sinistra.
Sinistra, yes,
Sinistra.
Sinistra.
Yeah, Sinistra. Yeah. Um, I think he should have, and this is just like if you were going to
Ooh,
want to play this game optimally, he should have brought in the Sinistra while he still had the Hatterene on the board and it was at low health to make it so that it would survive a bullet punch, and then Hatterene would have been doing crazy work from here.
uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no. Thick boy gonna do some damage.
This is a big turnaround.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You know that meme?
Yep.
This is bad. And Phil can't, I mean, he should, but he can't exactly switch out the Argilata on here. It's got
Yeah.
the boosts.
Yep.
That's it.
Goodbye, Bridge Dragon. Call it the Key Bridge, because it's fucking down.
Damn, that's a deep cut Baltimore, Maryland joke.
It is. Wait a second, this teacup that knows Trick Room is faster than that bird is?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's wild,
That's
dog.
Phil Gigabrain plays.
That's insanely smart.
The Trick Room makes all the difference here. There's nothing
Yep.
Phil could do. I mean, he could maybe protect. I mean, how many turns of Trick Room is left? 2, 3?
4? Or, sorry, 3. 3 from here.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's not
But
looking great.
but there's no way for the... I don't think that there's a way for the mouse hold to do enough damage.
He could. He could have killed that
Especially...
Snorlax right here. Well, if here's the thing, if he didn't do follow me and it was targeting the Pelipper.
Yeah.
But we don't know. I guess we can ask Jay.
I mean, I think that the correct move would have been to... I mean, when you've got Fake Out plus you're trying to do damage, the correct option is Fake Out the thing that, like, you're not trying to kill instantly and then try to kill the other slot. In this case, because there's nothing left in the back, you're trying to get it down to a 1v2 against a Mon that you know only has single target moves that matter at that stage.
Yeah.
Because Muddy Water can miss, if he even has Muddy Water. But yeah, that's that very cleanly played end game, Jay. I'll say that your middle game needs a little work, but your beginning and end game were very good.
He did a good job.
Yeah.
And Phil almost had that, so like good for
Yo,
him
Phil, you so close, so close. I think it's one decision from you winning that game.
Yeah. It was one attack call. But
yeah,
you know, it happens. Let's go on to the last match of the week finally, so we'll get into it. This is me versus SB. I am ready when you are.
I'm ready.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, go. Again, no real plan here. Thought I'd just go off the bat. So you'll see my strategy pretty much immediately in turn 1. It's very straightforward. The whole match actually is pretty straightforward. There's some times that are a little funny here though, so we'll see that in turn 2, I think. Might be turn 3. So,
what a fucking funny lead. I love it, man.
I'm thinking I'm gonna rain dance Terra water or water spout with choice scarf. So, see what happens. So we'll see what happens here.
Ty, I think you still lose that end game if you target the Ursa Luna when the Espeon comes out. I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty confident that there is no way for you to kill the Indeedee and not have the Espeon come out ahead.
I was like, okay, here we go.
You throw trap? Okay. Well, sucks to suck. Play better.
And I'm like, Malamar survived. Uh-oh, what's happening? What's happening here?
That didn't kill
choice scarf
either.
whatever.
Oh, sad.
He gets the knockoff though, and I'm
no.
like, okay, now I'm not locked into water spout. I like that.
Oh no. Oh no.
Totally overlooked the skill swap. I know it's there, but I overlooked what happened with it. So watch this. I'm like, let's bank on the muddy water just hitting both. I know it's not 100% accurate, but...
Why would we bank on that? We're doing more...
I
even
guess we
at
probably could have killed the
half
water spout.
HP, water spout kills both.
But not here. So he would have resisted. It would have killed both, but it definitely would have killed the Malamar, and that's what really mattered, I think. We do the
Yeah,
mud
that
water.
would have been.
We miss both Pokemon.
No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Now watch, this next turn is hilarious.
Bro, that is tragic.
So fuck it. Right? Not right.
Oh my
Not
god.
right.
Yeah, because I think that would have been like a 75
Check
base
this out.
power
Check this out.
water spout.
Because he had the contrary skill swap.
Oh my god.
We just cost ourselves most of the game right there. Oh, Ty backseat driving again.
Oh no.
No, that was a pretty safe swap in for him. I was like, okay, yeah, cool.
Like, I'm more upset about not clicking the water spout than anything else.
Right, but I also could have just clicked Psychic at that turn. He was paralyzed.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to outspeed me. We kill with the Ice Beam that didn't have to be an Ice Beam. I could have attacked the Milotic. Milotic does get the RNG paralyzed, so I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And the Rain Dish.
The Thunder Waves put in work.
Yeah, Thunder Wave was doing good.
Dude, peak week for Thunder Wave from Prankster users.
Now I'm like, okay, Prankster, this is not good. Let's... I don't really know what to do. Let's lower that special defense so we can try to get as much damage as we can out of it. So that's going to compensate for its resistance. Now, Illumise avoids the Muddy Water. So that's the third time technically, that a Pokemon has avoided Muddy Water. I do half damage with
that's a lot.
Resisted Fake Tears Milotic. And it does nothing to me with whatever attack that was, I forget.
It's Struggle Bug, which is actually incredibly important in this game state.
Right. The burn is more important, though.
Ooh. Bro, why are you me? What is this RNG hell?
Yeah, I mean, it happens. It happens. So I'm like, I gotta get Rain Dance back up because I have a Hurricane-equipped, Noivern in the back, so... And also we have Rain Dance, or Rain Dish, so... Gotta get the Rain Dance back up. Yeah, I was scared it had competitive when I used it. I was like, oh fuck, if that is competitive. But it didn't, and the Aura Sphere did kill it.
Wait a second. Oh, it's paralyzed. I was like, wait a second. How did we outspeed a tailwinded Milotic? I forgot that it was parried.
Yep, so the burn does take me down, which is good. That burn was huge, because if I had one more turn on that on that Meowstic, big damage. So, here we bring in McGinnis. Now, this is my next problem, my next unfortunate choice. I'm like, I could probably hit both of them really hard. I'm just gonna Hyper Voice to trigger my Throat Spray. Did not expect Dazzling Beam to OHKO the Noivern here. And also Hyper Voice to do so little damage. Hurricane would have done just fine. So he does kill
Yep.
both Pokemon here. The Hurricane would have killed the Illumise, like, no question. I lose my Blastoise. Having a hard time deciding who to bring in here. I know that the Tailwind's up. Could have just done Pop Bomb here, probably. But I was also scared of him bringing in the Mudsdale on that. I used Muddy Water 2 times, Ty. I don't know what you mean by I leaned into Muddy Water.
I don't know what else he wanted you to do with it.
Yeah. Strange. Strange assessment. Definitely used it twice, but okay.
These mental herbs, you know?
Yeah, that mental herb
That-
was like, okay. The flinch was huge for me. I was like, okay, good. We got the flinch.
That is one bulky bitch.
We'll kill the Alcremie. And then we'll try to pop on that and hope he doesn't switch into his Mudsdale, which he does not. We get the kill on the Illumise, we get the kill on the Creamy, obviously. And now there are 5 minutes left in the match.
What? Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's physical attackers into a Mudsdale. Oh, no. Oh, God.
Not super sure what to do here. I'm like, let me just bring in my fucking special attacker. I only have Draining Kiss on it though. He used Protect on. Okay, cool. Wouldn't even attack.
That's an interesting protect there.
I don't want to hit it and give it more defense, so I'm just trying to like get as much as I can out of my Dragon Claws while I can. Because the Draining Kiss will trigger its stamina. And I'm like, let me see if Draining Kiss can do a decent bit.
My thought is, why does it triggering the stamina more matter at this stage? You just need to pile on damage. Because you have to outspeed this thing doing damage. And there's no way for you to do that. Oh, God, why? Oh, God, it's a contact move. Ooh.
Yeah, so you gotta understand, Speakman.
Yeah.
We're in a rough position.
I think I would have been spamming Iron Head if I'm you.
It was Dragon Claw, Iron Head, you know, one of those two. I mean, the stab bonus, you know.
But, so with Iron Head, you get the flinch chances, which means that you're more likely to have Comfey survive.
I hadn't thought about that. That's a good point.
Like, basically, it lets you continuously set up this loop of trying
So
to flinch the Mudsail and
here's
healing back up the
here's
Garchomp so that
here's
you're
the
getting rid
problem.
of the Rocky Helmet
I could
damage.
have draining kissed here and it would have been
Yeah,
game.
yeah, that
But
would have
I
been.
did floral healing. I did not draining kiss.
It wouldn't have been game, but it would have brought it down one turn faster.
No, like check. So
Because I
you'll
think
see
that the
like
Draining Kiss is doing
see what
1/3
happens in a
more.
second here. So
But yeah, losing Compe sucks.
we bring in the last Pokemon I have. I'm gonna lose to just pop bombing this motherfucker. Like, and I can't survive a body press. I have to do as much damage as possible. I have to just hope I survive the pop bomb or will do enough pop bomb damage to make it work. Now, if I had follow mead here or protected here, who knows?
You're basically just hoping for a crit.
But that draining kiss last turn would have made
Yeah,
life.
the Draining Kiss would have been game here, yeah.
And not just the draining kiss. I'll go ahead and give you another hint here in a moment. So we're doing the damage. We're doing the damage. We're doing the damage. Yay! We die at 7 hits. We can't get all 10.
Yep. Well,
Dragon
such
Claw
as
goes
Rocky
off.
Helmet.
The roll decides. The roll decides that Mudsdale survives by 1 HP.
Oh my god. Oh my god, they
So this is the
all
second week in a
died!
row I've
They
lost to
all died!
myself and to a roll. So not only did I lose to my own choices, but I also lost to the game deciding to roll me low. And
Oh
we
my
take the
god.
L at a 0
I
0 safe. I lose no points except for my score on the win-loss.
ugh.
And SB takes the game and goes forward in the standings. So, yeah, I had a rough time. I mean, you do what you can, but things happen. So that brings us to next week. So let's just go over this real quick so we can close up shop. I know we're both tired, Speakman. So Bosch versus SB next week. Not much to say there. Bosch new player, SB veteran player, went to finals once. Should be good. Mike versus Speakman, that's a big one, obviously. Both very skilled players. Speakman, I hope you're prepared for that one.
Oh, both of us are gonna, and both of us are at 4 and 5 right now, which means this is actually like an important match for both of us.
Very, very crucial. So, yeah. So, sorry, Zach was saying something. Excuse me. Brian versus myself. That is pretty big for me. I need to win. Brian, not as much as me, but we both need the win. So that's a pretty big match. Jay versus Justin. Justin absolutely needs to win. Jay is just looking to pad score to stay in the running for playoffs. Hopefully we can see some good shit out of that. I know Justin absolutely needs that W. Jordan H versus Sakuna. As we talked before, Gantz is out here to bring people down with her. So she's looking to lower Jordan's position, and that is her job. And Jordan's looking to stay in that running for the top spot, top two. Now Corey versus J-Wade. J-Wade coming off a pretty big loss. He needs a W to try to make it into playoffs because right now he's not in playoffs. Corey needs to maintain his win streak to stay in playoffs. We'll see what's going to happen there. Now, Reese versus Dan. Reese, a formidable opponent. Dan looking to keep his win streak going and stay on top. I'm excited to see that one. That's definitely going to be recorded. It's Jalen versus Selena. Absolutely will not be recorded. Excuse me. It's late. Jalen versus Selena will not be recorded, but I am interested to see who wins that. Selena needs to win in order to keep herself in the running. Jalen, I think, is almost eliminated. Brandon versus
Jalen is eliminated because Jalen is 0 and 9.
yeah, so Jalen is eliminated, unfortunately. Brendan versus Phil. Again, Phil is in a spot where he can technically make it, very unlikely to. He is just looking to, much like Sakuna slash JG, bring the crabs down to his level by pulling them back into the bucket. So that's what he's looking to do against Brendan this week. Now, Zach versus Ty. Ty has had a great season, and he is looking to bounce back after his loss last week. Zach needs the W in order to stay in the running, and he is a formidable opponent, so that should be a good week. Next week should be amazing. Hopefully, everybody has a great week. I appreciate everybody tuning in for the stream this week, and as always, thank you so much to my co commentator, Speakman, for joining me.
Pleasure as always.
We'll see you guys next week for Pokemon League Championship Week 10, Season 10. Have a great night.